Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Welcome to some Monday sprinty sprints. Hope everyone's doing well. We've got some friends here today, so I know everyone doesn't like to introduce themselves, but we're going to do it. If you can let everyone know, you don't have to go too in depth, just who you are, what you're reading. The usual. Cassidy, you want to go first?
Yeah, I guess. And so why do I have to be early to things?
Yeah, you're always in the first spot.
Hello, I'm Cassidy. I read fantasy, romantasy, a little bit of thriller and horror on my channel. A lot of random things, pick my TBR, reading vlogs, things like that. And I'm gonna slowly convince Jordyn to read more fantasy. It's my life goal now.
Oh boy.
She's gonna regret agreeing to do things with me because now she has to deal with you.
Literally,
I need
she's
to
gonna
be
be like, sorry,
very
Lexie.
careful.
Next year I can't if Cassidy's there.
Are we going in a little?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Lexie.
I'm Lexie. I read horror and thriller, and I guess Cassidy needs me to tell people also romantasy some. I'm currently reading Do What Godmother Says because I had a wedding this weekend and like barely read anything. Next.
What do I read? I read fantasy, some horror, pretty much everything. I pretty much say everything except for historical fiction and not a lot of contemporary. So everything else is fair game. I am currently reading The Games Gods Play and actually really enjoying it. I'm about almost 50% and it's actually really good. And I could not be more surprised. Could not be more surprised.
That was just fun.
Yeah,
it is. It took me a second because the very beginning they like introduced the romance like really fast, and I was like, but the trials are like so much fun, so I'm having a great time.
If you like that one, pick up Phantasma because I feel like same vibes. Like the
I
romance
like
maybe not the best, but like trials.
I liked Phantasma, and I actually have Enchantra, so I'm really excited to read that one too. So
nice. Everyone in the chat, let us know what you're reading today or what you're doing. If you're not reading, let us know if you're participating in Escape the Readathon, and if so, what team you're on. I can say I'm reading this book. Also, I'm Jordyn. I assume you're on my channel, so you might know who I am, but also probably some of you are just coming from the readathon. So my channel, Sorry Booked Solid. This is a contemporary romance. So yeah, that's what I'm reading. Let's see how everyone's doing. Welcome, welcome. Yay, sprints. Listening to I Hope This Doesn't Find You for a work book club with teens. Sounds interesting. And we love a mental health day. So nice work. Hello, everyone. Hello, Team Mediums. Represent. Meeting scheduled in 5 minutes, but hopefully can join afterwards. Sounds good. I'll be going for a few hours. Not really sure how long. I don't have much else going on. I'm also, in theory, working while I listen to my audiobook. So we'll see how that goes. Hello. Halfway through the imposition of unnecessary obstacles, hoping to finish it and start something else today. Nice. Do we get to know, side question, when do the Game Masters switch?
It'll be roughly a week. It's hard because there's like, I either do 4 weeks with one long one or 5 with one like really short one. So I haven't decided yet.
Okay, so they're still on their first week of targets. Hi, Mel. Hi, Jessie. Last hour of work, then time for reading. That's exciting. So close. Making some lunch, reading The Secret Garden. Ooh, reading the new Ashley Winstead. That's exciting. I loved that one. So I hope that you enjoyed as well.
I didn't know you read it yet.
I did. I really liked it. I've really loved her last two books, which are, I don't know, her previous one, The Midnight is the Darkest Hour. I saw very mixed reviews on it, but I loved it, and I loved this one for kind of.
I've liked all of her books.
Nice. Have you read her like contemporary romance also, or just her thriller?
I read the first one she did, and I generally enjoyed it, but there wasn't enough focus on the romance for me.
Yeah, it was very political,
Mm-hmm.
which I liked, but
I like
get
it in
why people
theory,
don't.
but I feel like in contemporary romance, I want it to be mostly the romance.
Yeah, that's fair. Hackers reading Enchantra. Nice, nice.
Homework. Awful.
Flashbacks.
It doesn't sound so
Immediately.
fun. Hello, Steph. Working, but we'll read Six of Crows later for the hackers. Nice. Hello, mediums. What, reading The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie. Is that a real title? The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie? My God.
It's Frida McFadden. It's 100% a real title.
Most of her books are so just like the husband,
Mhm.
the coworker, like so basic. But
I
this
bet
one
that's-
is wild.
That might be an older one because if you go back, some of her older titles were kind of weird.
It's giving
she's
the. Sorry, go ahead.
She's got a brand new one coming out again.
Oh, yeah, of course she
Next
does.
month.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's crazy. And I think she's like a doctor or something. I don't know if she still is and writing, but I don't
There's
know
no
how she has
way.
the time. Hello, welcome. How are you today? Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I am feeling better now that I'm home.
I see you've decided that you're a booktuber again and put your books on your shelf.
Yeah, your books are
Yes,
back.
I decided that I read now.
What are you reading today, Vanessa?
I think I'm lagging out.
Oh. Let us know what you're reading.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'm,
We'll go back to the comments.
I'll be right back. I guess my internet is crapping out.
Okay. Lurking hacker today. Nice. Ooh, diamond painting. That's fun. In between laundry. I also am catching up on laundry.
It's always funny when people are like lagging on their end, but not ours. So it looks so funny.
So awkward.
Because she looked fine.
Yeah. Hopefully she'll be back. Not old. That book is not old. Released in 2024.
Okay, now I gotta look it up.
Maybe it's just like a parody or something. Like, you know that show that came out with Kristen, whatever her name is, and it's like the woman in the window across the street, whatever. Maybe it's like that vibe.
It says a satirical short story.
Okay. Oh, short story. Interesting. Hello, welcome back. Are you back?
I think it's working now. So
Okay.
yes, I decided that I read books, and I think I briefly heard you guys saying, "What am I reading?" I finished Project Hail Mary on the way back.
Ooh,
it was really good. And now I'm reading Brighter Than Scale, Swifter Than Flame by Neon Yang.
Interesting. Very cool.
Yeah.
Now that she has books on our shelves, people can be truly scared. True. So true. Medium senses say that mediums have this readathon in the bag. I mean, it's early, but we can hope. Someone We Know by Sherry Lapina and starting book 8, physical book. Wow. Sailor Remember Me. That's crazy. Hector System. Hello. Run for the Hills by Kevin Wilson. Exciting. Nice. Yeah, hope you love Brighter Than Scales.
So far, it's interesting.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary was my favorite book of like 2022 or 3, whenever it came out.
Me too.
It hit me in my feels right at the end. I was like, dang, I didn't expect that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have 3 copies of it, and I don't typically have multiple copies of those.
Oh, are there like pretty copies of that one?
I got it originally from Book of the Month, and then I was at a book festival, and they have like a used book sale, and there was a signed copy for like $2. So I was like, well, I need this. And then Broken Binding did it as their first sci-fi sub. And I didn't get on the list, but Mel did. And Mel shipped them to me after they were sent to her house.
Oh.
So I have those. So I have 3 copies of it. I don't need the Book of the Month one, but I have it so that one of them is like facing out. One of them you can see the fancy edges, and the other one you can see the spine. So
nice.
Man, I've been trying to get my hands on the Broken Binding one, but all the listings are like $400 for just one of them, not even the whole set.
Mhm.
Just one. And then half the listings are fake too. So it's like,
oh,
yeah. Mercari is like covered in fake stuff now with certain book sets.
interesting. Huh. Yeah, so I'm very, very thankful for Mel. Even though she likes it, I was like, I want it so bad.
That's a good friend.
Mhm.
Willing to give up special
And
edition.
good call on the audio too, because like I think the audio definitely enhanced the experience.
That's cool. I only read it physically, and I read it like right away when it came out, and so I had no idea the audio was so cool. And then I heard people talk about it, and I was jealous.
Gotta read it again.
It feels like about that time, especially because I don't know where Andy Weir has been with the book lately, but we have nothing new.
I feel like he does that, and it's probably for the best, because whenever he took not a lot of time, Artemis came out.
Yes.
That one.
Yeah, I will wait for another great
Mm-hmm.
sci-fi book from him, but I'm excited for whenever it comes.
I definitely periodically check.
And 6th audiobook, 7th e-arc. Wow, people are cruising through the books. Love to see it. Hello, Deb. Welcome. Submitted your final paper. Nice. Celebrate with some reading. That sounds perfect. One exam that stands between you and 2 weeks of freedom. Love that for you. Yeah, I thought Mercari was strict with their...
Yeah, so what they'll do is they'll basically just package random books in a package, or they'll put paper or something random in the package. They'll send it, and they'll just kind of hope that Mercari sides with them when someone puts in a request for like, hey, this was a scam. And so the hope, because Mercari has to decide who they believe, if it actually was sent or not. So they basically just hope that Mercari sides with them, and then they make a profit off of it, and they didn't actually send anything. So they'll use pictures from other people's posts or from just like the Broken Bindings website. So it's become a problem on Mercari.
That's wild.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Hello, 30% into the Thursday Murder Club. Nice. Team detectives represent. And yes, scammers suck. Agreed. Alrighty, well, we can get into our first sprint. Let's do a 45-minute-er. Come back and check in. All right, happy sprinting. Welcome back, everybody. How do we do?
I did good. I read a chapter, which is a long chapter, so probably like 25 pages.
Nice.
I listened to the audiobook of Do What Godmother Says, and I'm putting like stickers on envelopes.
Fun.
I am editing, which is driving me nuts because apparently I think I took a bite of a Nutella Danish that I got at the farmer's market, and I have like the smallest like little thing right here. So I'm editing and I'm just like, oh my god, just wipe it off. Just wipe it off. So I'm having a great time over here.
I hate that. Afterwards, when you're like, why didn't I look in a mirror?
Why did I take a bite of that right before editing? Like, I don't know why I thought that was such a good idea. Right before filming.
I made it up to 43% in my book, and I just like unpacked all my stuff.
Nice, nice. I read a little bit of my book. I'm like racing against my Spotify hours right now. It resets later today, so I'm like cramming all of the audiobook listening before I lose those free hours. But it's good.
Oh, Jordyn.
Yeah.
What did you pick any aardvark books for May? Yeah,
I
May.
have not picked yet. I haven't really like looked into the synopses and stuff yet. I probably will, but I haven't. I forget what they are. Are you an aardvark member? Did you pick one?
Yeah, that's your aardvark series is like my favorite series.
Oh, thanks.
I didn't end up getting any because I showed last sprints, I showed them this, but I ended up getting the non-aardvark version of this one because they said the illustrations were just in black and white, and the illustrations in the normal copies are like blue and like other colors. Yeah, so I ended up getting that. So I was curious if, like what you were getting.
That's interesting. I'm looking at it right now. The only one that really seems like it would be up my alley is the Julie Chan is Dead thriller.
Okay.
I'm in such a weird thriller place right now. I don't know if I should do that because I'm not like any of them.
Gabby really liked that one.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look into more reviews.
I got that one.
Okay.
And then Immaculate Conception.
That one also interesting.
Yep. I have an arc of Immaculate Conception, so I was like, I can't buy it before reading the arc. So I was like, I'll be responsible and just read the arc.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have gotten The Wolf Comes Home, but I already have all of his other stuff in paperback, and I was like, I need this in paperback.
That makes sense. Totally makes sense.
I'm behind with like 6 aardvark books that I really, really need to just read before I collect more aardvark books. It's a problem.
6 is not that bad. Ask Mel how many subscription books she has not read.
Well, I kind of pride myself on like staying on top of my.
That's fair.
Especially because like I have the series on my channel. Like I read them. I intend to first of all keep them short, but also I say it so that I can like provide reviews for people to, know what to read and pick up from these subscriptions. So if I get too far behind, then it's like, what am I even doing?
Mel is yelling at Cassidy.
I just like call Mel out because I know how
yeah, that's funny. Okay, where were we? I think up here. Rainy day, perfect for reading. Nice. It's an extremely warm, sunny day where I'm at, so it's like the opposite of that.
It's raining here, and they're cutting the grass, which I'm like,
seems like a bad time.
Yeah,
that'll also ruin your yard. You're not supposed to do that.
I don't know.
Vanessa's like, not my problem. Team mediums in the chat. Hello, Katie. Home from running errands. The little old lady who broke all the rules. That sounds adorable. Hello from work. Go team detectives. Go mediums. Hi, Jules. Ready to start room for rent. Sounds fun. Listened to a chapter of Bright Young Women. I liked that book. Took lunch. Read a few chapters of Rest Stop. Nice. Do you read one book at a time or do you read multiple books at a time?
I'm a one book at a time most of the time. Sometimes an ebook or an audiobook, but for the most part, I just end up buying one book in all three formats.
I read so many books at once usually, so
Yep.
sometimes it'll be to the point where I'm reading like 7 to 10 books because I don't feel like filming a vlog clip. So I'll start another book.
So you put off the update until
yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's so many books. I could never.
I'm like, well, I need to read, but I don't want to film, so I'll just start something else.
All my vlogs have transitioned to just end of book updates. I used to do midway updates, but then my life just does not allow for it now either. So I finish the book and I come back. I'm like, I've finished 3 books since we last talked. My bad. Cinnamon rolls, yum. Put the kids to nap. That's productive. Let's see, halfway through your book. Nice work. Read 10 pages. Full speed to a crash landing. Better than nothing. Nice work. 30 pages, 35 pages. Ooh, to the front porch. Nice. 68%. The worst at Spotify since it doesn't tell you how many or how long on the app. Yeah, you have to really dig.
Yeah, you have to go to the settings, and then sometimes it'll literally, if you do it on your phone, it'll kick you over to the app, and you're like, that's not what I wanted you to do.
Yeah, it's like 5 different clicks.
They're also lame, though. If your audiobook's like 10 hours, but you only spent 5 hours reading it, they still ding you for the 10 hours.
Like if you speed it up?
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that.
Yeah, I have 8 hours left in my plan, but I have only 3 hours until my listening hours renew. So I'll be wasting.
Yeah, I don't typically use the exact amount. It's also hard because a lot of books are 12-hour audiobooks. And then okay, I have 3 hours. Technically I could start something else and then finish it the next month, but I don't know.
It requires a lot of very specific planning to really optimize.
Mm-hmm.
I like that it serves a different purpose, I think, than the services where you just use a credit per book. And I like that it allows for a little more flexibility, but definitely if you're not on top of it, then you could be missing out.
It's perfect for the Wayward Children series because it's multiple books. So that's what I've been using it for, because I just listened to this last night and I think the audiobook was 3 hours and 20 minutes. So I think I can get 2 or 2.5 through. So for me, that's worth it. But man, I don't remember what it was. I think I was looking at, it might have been Iron Gold, and it was 20 hours or something. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't work for Spotify.
Yeah, then it's better to use a credit on something else or whatever. And I've also heard people use it for try a chapter. Doing that with multiple books, because then you don't have to spend a credit or whatever. Or if you're mostly reading it physically but just want to listen to a chapter while you're doing chores or something, I like it for that as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't get it I wouldn't get Spotify Premium just for the audiobook.
No.
But since I already have it, I try to use it.
Yep. Yeah. Same. 52 pages in your backyard. That sounds nice. Always forget about Spotify hours. Yeah, me too.
I very frequently, the day before, I'm like, oh no, I have 15 hours.
The day before, 4 hours before, you're like, I have 8 hours.
Literally me right now.
It's usually the night before because it resets at 1 p.m. So I'm like, oh no, I have 12 hours.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think you'll join Aardvark next month because the book I wanted sold out.
Oh, what sold out?
Which book sold out? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Yeah, maybe that'll affect me.
I bet it's
the
Nat Cassidy. I bet it's the Nat Cassidy.
Yeah, they've sold out of a couple horror books. I know the one Stephen Graham Jones that they had is gone. There's been a couple, not the newest one, but teenage slasher.
Oh, I can't look because I skipped, so it won't let me. I hate that. I don't like that once you've skipped, like you can't see like what exactly has sold out.
Yeah,
That's annoying.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Julie Chan is dead. Oh. Never mind.
Oh, they must have not ordered as much as that. I feel like they must order like different amounts of things. Like the Nat
Yeah.
Cassidy, they probably ordered an insane amount, but then
Yeah.
for Julie Chen, they probably ordered like half the amount.
Yeah.
Because that one's a debut.
Mm.
Oh.
Mhm.
Dang, now I want to get that one.
Now that I can't have it.
Now that I can't have it, that's my problem with everything. Now that I can't have it, I want it.
I bet you could probably get it somewhere else.
I can wait like a week and get it off of Pango, but by that time, I'm not going to want it anymore.
True.
Maybe you shouldn't get.
So I've been trying to be better about Book of the Month and Aardvark because I have so many, and so I'll look at the app and I'm like, okay, I'm immediately not interested in anything, and I'll skip. The problem with Book of the Month is they're like, oh, unskip, it's fine, and that's how they get me. Aardvark, you can't unskip, so I'm safe with
that. Yeah, we'll see what more reviews come out, but I guess a lot of people are saying Julie Chen is pretty good, so.
I think Gabby Reed's read it in one of her vlogs. I think she said it was just fine. I want to say she gave it like a 3.5, if I remember correctly.
Interesting. Yeah, Cassidy calling Mel out for her subscription. Read before collecting more. What a foreign concept.
Yeah, what?
We don't know her. Set up my laptop so I can put it on ambiance while you read later. Nice. Just started The God of the Woods. Very nice. Listen to your audiobook for 45 minutes. Should finish in the next couple of sprints. Nice. Yeah, I know not what that is. You collect, you read later. Different hobby. Different hobby. Rainy day in New York City. Truly don't know how Lexie does that.
It makes no sense because I can't remember anything. So, like, how can I remember those things?
Multitasking here. Have to work. Womp womp. Listening to The Kind Worth Saving by Peter Swanson. Often multiple on different formats. Okay, multiple books. Lots of multiple readers. Interesting. I'm also like a one book at a time kind of person.
I feel like
right
I
now
used to read more at once, but with like content and stuff, it just like works better for me having one at a time because of just like how I film too.
Yeah.
And I'm a binge reader, so like if I start 4 books, there's a good chance that I like one so much that I want to continue the rest of the series, and then I forget the other books exist.
Yes. Agreed. Read a bunch of books at once. Try to just do one of a certain genre at a time, or else it can get confusing. Yeah, makes sense. So up to reading for, I think, 4 vlogs at one time last month for similar reasons. Yeah, multiple vlogs at a time is so difficult to try to balance. So that's
usually
for me.
Mine are mostly for different blogs if I'm doing that.
Interesting. Very interesting. Multiple max 3. Can't do more than 3, and they have to be different genres and formats. 1 book with my eyes and 1 book with my ears. Right now I have 2 of each though. Yeah, I like that in theory. I just end up listening to almost everything on audio. Usually have at least 1 audiobook and 1 physical going. Yeah, lots of multiple readers in here. Reading an ebook, I will add a different audiobook if you have a bunch of errands. Interesting. 54% through Windweaver. Absolutely loving it.
Is this what you're still reading, Cassidy?
It is.
I've had
Do you
my
like it so far?
because you keep talking about it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just so expensive to buy right now.
It is probably going to be my favorite book of the year, so.
Well, shoot. Now I got to look it up.
Maybe read some of Cassidy's other 5 stars first before you.
Yeah,
do
like
it.
I have her stack. Like literally right
having
here.
a stack
looking
and
at
reading
it.
them are different.
Do you like them? That's a difference.
It doesn't matter.
She's influenced.
I am. I literally have a series on my channel called Influence. It's a problem.
Funny. Just purchased The Return by Rachel Harrison as a gift for someone. Can't remember if people said they liked it, so hopefully it was a good pick. I don't know. I haven't read anything Rachel Harrison, but
I liked it. It was very much a Rachel Harrison book. Like, her books have the same vibe for the most part.
nice. Got Duncan. That sounds good. 46 pages of people we meet on vacation. Nice. When I was traveling for work, I picked up the European cover of Great Big Beautiful Life because I like it more than the
It's pretty, yeah.
US one. So I'm excited about that. And it's a paperback and not a hardcover like her new one. So
Looks like
I've
a
seen
big floppy paperback.
It is, yeah. It's thick and floppy. I've seen very iffy reviews on it though so far. So we'll see how.
Yeah. I've
how
seen
I
5
enjoy
stars
it.
and like 1 stars.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Nervous about it. Also 54%. Oh, it's the same person. 54% through Windweaver. Glad to pay attention. Cassidy.
Honestly, I don't like knowing that sometimes. Like, you picked up a book because I read it, but like, I'm not even done it yet. What do you mean?
Use Spotify more for music anyway, so it doesn't feel like too much of a waste, but still, yeah. Same, but still.
I also love how they rolled out the premium content, like with the book, and they didn't like say anything. Like I
Yeah.
found out about it like months after they implemented it, and I was like, how long have I been wasting this?
It's a very weird, a weird perk that they could charge more for it, I think, but they're just like, yeah, these are included now. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't think it's drawing anybody new to Spotify that wasn't using it already, but all of us who already had it are like, okay, I will start using that for free. Thank you. I'll start a new audiobook on it right before it resets. Then you can finish it once it does. That's interesting. And yeah, to continue an audio after your library hold runs out, that's a good strategy as well.
That's smart.
Yeah. Lost your library hold right before you finished a book. Finished it on Spotify. Yeah, there you go. All right, I need to move faster. Normally I'm so on top of my comments and I'm like, all right, 2 minutes, back to sprints. But more people here than normal. Yeah, US, so many book subscriptions. Yeah, so true, so true. All right. Sorry, I'm skipping a bunch, but
You know,
Daughter and
with these sprints, it just happens sometimes.
Especially if we're yapping a lot.
Yeah, did not love Great Big Beautiful Life. Format was too ambitious. Interesting. Just looked one day until it renews. Guess I'm listening to an audiobook today. Yep, guess so. All right, let's get back to sprinting. And we'll check back in 45 more minutes. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back.
That was a lunch sprint for me, so I made lunch.
I was listening to my audiobook and putting more stickers on envelopes.
Yeah, that was also lunch for approved for.
You're a robot.
Is there a robot? Matter?
Kind of sounds like Magic Hail Mary, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the creepiest laugh.
I'll be
I wasn't sure if it was just me because I know my internet lags out sometimes. So I was like,
Honestly, my favorite thing to do is when something sound happens to watch Lexie's face, because that's all I did. As soon as I heard her, I was like, I watched Lexie go.
Let's see. I'm at 50% of my audiobook, and then I decided to work on my diamond painting, which is this.
Ooh, beautiful.
So, yeah.
I'm better now.
You're better now.
I don't know what it's with these iPods, because I thought it was because they died, and they did die last time, but they're fully charged, so whatever. I had lunch, and then I got approved for an audiobook for an arc of The Man Made of Smoke. So I think I'm probably going to try that, because I know a lot of people are excited about that's the Alex North new release.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to try that one.
I have not read. What are the other books that Alex North has written?
That's like the Whisper Man, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah.
I've read that one.
Me too. But I haven't kept up with
Me either.
what he's been publishing later since then.
Oh, I apparently have this book too. I was like, that sounds familiar.
Mm-hmm. I think it was book of the month choice. And I was like, I didn't love the Whisper Man, so I was like, I don't want to buy it, but this one sounds more up my alley than the Whisper Man did. So I was like, let me see if I can get it on NetGalley. And so they just approved me. So I was like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, I didn't get it either for the same reason.
Nice. I've been keeping up with reading my NetGalley books lately. I have not been keeping up with like filming and doing vlogs about my NetGalley books lately. So I feel like I'm not doing my duty. But like the Ashley Winstead book, for example, I read an arc and I loved it. I haven't talked to anyone about it.
Props for just keeping up on NetGalley, though. Like, that's enough of a challenge.
Yeah, is my problem.
I've honed it to like my favorite. I really only request like my favorite authors' new books or ones that I'm really excited about and think I'm going to love, which is true. And that usually works out for me. But
I do that too, and I still don't read them in time.
Same.
Do you still, if you read them after the fact, do you go back and still like submit the review? Yeah, that still works.
I got so much better about not requesting stuff, because like when I first got access to NetGalley, it was bad. And then I was like, okay, I got everything under control. I got up to like 80%. And then I got really sick with a cold like 2 weeks ago. And I don't know what possessed me, but I requested like everything under the sun while I was sick. And it slowly, and I forgot that I did that, because you can go in and cancel the ones that you've requested. I forgot that I had done it. So I just keep getting like like it would be like 5 in a row that come in. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do?
My score is honestly quite low. And the only reason it's even as high as it is because now I read indie books that get picked up traditionally. And every time I see them, I'm like, give that to me. That's a free review.
Nice. That's awesome.
Winston.
Oh.
He does not want to be sitting with me right now, but
So cute.
He looks excited. He's like,
he probably wants to play.
How old is Winston?
He just turned 8. He's a tiny little guy, though.
Cute. Hi, Heather. Boo, podcasters. Just kidding.
Don't say just kidding. It's fun.
Jordyn, you sound like me.
I don't know about the rest of the teams, but the mediums are they're really hitting it hard with the goals and aspirations for the readathon. So Lexie has feelings about it. Ooh, just had the most incredible readathon idea, but it's so much. I don't know how to plan it out. You know, that's half the fun of these types of readathons and things is all the logistics, all the planning. So fun. Vanessa, I don't know what that
I thought it would be funny to put it back there, you know?
Yeah, that's funny.
It's pretty cute.
You're making a lot of noise, Winston.
I just wanted to fit in and have like a cat, you know, because
Yeah.
Everybody's got a cat, and I can't have one. I'm so allergic.
I'm also a bit allergic. We're a no pet household, so.
I don't think I could function without pets.
I have a dog, but she's too scared to come upstairs for some reason.
No.
Cute. Submitted a book and on to the next. Nice.
I think it was your diamond painting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it can refer to you.
No, I was like, did I do something? Like, what happened? Also, I'm very curious. How many books has Samantha read?
I don't want to know. Well, actually, I do want to know. She's on my team. I forgot. Basically,
Yeah.
She's a game master. I forgot.
Yeah, there you go.
5, 6.
Oh, that'd be kind of fun. Re-listening to Goosebumps.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I think this last sprint for me, starting to get sleepy, 12 a.m. Understandable. Have a good night.
You are being noisy.
Anybody know any ebook book club subs? Can't keep accumulating books and travel every 3 months. I don't really know any book ebook subscriptions.
No, but there are just like the Stuff Your Kindle days and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's actually one coming up like in 10 days or something. 10 or
Is that the audio one? Stuff Your Ears?
I think so.
They call it Stuff Your Ears.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, you can do book of the month, just audio. Because I have one account that's physical books and then one account the audiobooks.
Is the Amazon first reads or whatever? Is that ebooks?
Yeah.
And you get some bonus short reads too.
Also, honestly, just NetGalley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Kindle Unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Kindle Unlimited's gotten a lot better from when it like started. There's actually like stuff that like there's a lot more thrillers now than there used to be.
Mm-hmm.
And like big names.
Yeah, definitely. NetGalley gives me the side eye as I continue getting more books and not reading them.
So the most I had ever heard of somebody have like the unread books on their shelf was 1,000. And I was like, that is a lot. I don't know how you'd ever dig yourself out of that hole.
I'm
On
surprised.
NetGalley.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got approved for that many without reading a bunch.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get those read now, listen nows, and
That's
find
true.
anything.
That's true.
Yeah. Listened to a whole like 10 minutes of my book and got some work done. Yeah, I did not read that sprint, unfortunately. So feel that. I'll make up for it later. The orange energy was strong in that face.
Mm-hmm.
Impatience in this readathon? Never.
Yeah, they're a year old already. It's kind of crazy. I don't know if you can hear her purring.
Yes. So cute.
54 pages. Think why I can't focus today is because I'm tired. It is a Monday, so I understand. Okay, Steph, you're not all publishers have high standards for approval. If you have good timing on a request, you never know.
That's true.
All right, right on time. One more sprint. I have one more in me for today, and then I will close them out. I was not prepared for that to end.
I hate when that happens. I read a little bit, and I don't know where my cat went, and that's kind of scary right now because she's being a nuisance.
Hey, read the book. Sorry.
How'd everyone else do?
You're muted.
We can't hear you.
Yeah. I finished my book, printed off a bunch of labels to ship out Etsy stuff. Since I was out of town, I have a bunch to catch up on from this weekend.
Nice job.
I got up to 69% in my book. It's actually really good. We're getting to the plot of it, and it's really interesting.
I got up to about 50% in the game's God's Play, and I'm hopefully going to finish this today because this is literally like the fastest book ever.
You know, I don't want to say this because, like, obviously you're reading against me, but also I believe in you because it's so quick.
Once she finishes, you can just send her on a loop again for picking the next book.
Exactly.
This is the next one, so it's going to take
I don't know.
a
You
while.
were really talking about reading this one earlier.
Well,
Don't tempt her with a good time.
I know. I'm going to the bookstore tomorrow, too, for New Book Tuesday, and God knows what's going to happen.
Oh, there's some
For New
really
Book
good
Tuesday. Do you go every Tuesday? Or just this one in particular?
I try to go every Tuesday, but my bookstores are really weird here where I live. So, like, the nearest bookstore is a Books A Million, which I'm, like, iffy on. And then everything else is, like, 40 minutes away. So, I don't like leaving the house.
Relatable.
About everyone was like, yep.
Yeah.
So I kind of make two. So I generally go every Tuesday because it's like my day out of the house.
I suppose a weekly outing is
Mm-hmm.
necessary.
Yeah.
That's funny. I, yet again, did not read that sprint, so I'm losing out on Spotify hours. That's all I'm thinking about. But I did get productive work done, so I guess that is more important to my employers, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. And I'm gonna be out of the office Wednesday through Friday, so I feel like I have a lot of prep work to do. So I guess everyone else, let us know how you did, because I'm gonna close out sprints after this. So let me know your final update so far for the day. And yes, my end of sprint little wood chimes are pretty calm compared to some.
You don't like the cat screaming at you?
I think it just confuses everyone about, is that a real cat? Is that sprints? What's happening? Chapter 35 of 77. Nice. About halfway there. Hello, unfortunately, at work. I feel you. That's all right. Finally read 61 pages of Windweaver. Already obsessed.
It's so good.
I'm going to have to get it.
Because two people said they like it.
That's how hype works. That's what
It is.
That's what we're all here for.
I usually fall into it too, but I'm like, let me place a hold on Libby.
Yeah.
I
Lexie
don't have
did that
patience.
yesterday.
I'm just like, I'll like literally one person will be like, oh my God, like, cause like it depends how people like talk about stuff. If you're like really excited, then I'm like, oh, I'm excited now too. So I need to get it.
Yeah, Jordyn is really good at convincing me to read books that like I won't like.
That is so funny.
She is. I think
I don't even know what my reading taste is at this point, so I feel like now when I recommend books, I don't even I don't know who has similar taste to me to recommend it to. So I try to be very specific with if you like this specific thing, then you'll like it. But just in general, I feel like I don't.
Yeah,
have
and you're good at that, but I'm
taste.
like, maybe that is me now.
Yeah, no, same. I think I've been watching Jordyn's channel for quite a while. I don't agree on 99% of the things that she reads, and I still watch it, and I've bought stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing? Where am I?
When and if it finally works out for you, you'll have to let me know. I lost my spot in sprints, so we'll just pick up somewhere. As a hacker, I hate this for me. As a friend, I support you.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how I feel for the Game Masters, for Vanessa.
I will tell you all that there is a team that would be moving on to the next thing if it was not for the Game Masters currently.
That's terrifying to know.
So, I'm not going to say who it is or anything else, but
Don't love that. Don't love that one bit. Hi, bye. Yes, thank you for joining Sprints. Appreciated. Yes, Winston. Finish your book, ready to submit. There you go. Almost halfway through the book. Awesome. Miley back for more chaos.
I don't think she ever stops bringing the chaos.
Is Miley the Game Masters like unofficial kid? Like
Probably, yeah. The chaos cat.
A little recruit. Yes, rude. So rude. Tea. I've been in the game. Oh, why you gotta be like that? You know, it's all Lexie. She's the one who had the Game Masters to begin with. So,
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna end it. Thanks so much for joining me, friends. Everybody here, thanks for sprinting. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day, a good week. Hopefully, you get through Monday unscathed. And yeah, I'm sure I'll see you around on more sprints and things. So everyone have a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye.